It's actually insane on how big of a 180 we have watched the overall US crypto market really go. I mean, from the Biden admin to where we are headed now with the new Trump admin, I do believe that crypto is destined to have one of the most historical runs ever, but also we are going to see pro innovation ignited in a way that we have never seen before. And in this video, I really want to address a lot of what's going on right now around XRP and around a lot of this market and how Donald Trump is going to pump crypto to new all-time highs. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's take a quick look at this, because this is something that I have been stressing about for a while on this channel, ever since we saw the anti-crypto agenda being pushed by the SEC, by politicians, and technically even by this current admin. We have President-elect Trump team to consider creating first ever White House crypto rule. This is actually an absolute game changer if we do see this become a reality. And the reason why is because I keep telling you guys that this is not an SEC problem. What we need to see is we need to see TradFi and also the world of crypto coming together and creating a new agency that will regulate crypto. We're talking about big leaders from crypto, big leaders from, the traditional world as well, because this is exactly how we start to push this space forward and ultimately integrate it as well. So I think that this would be a very big thing. I think that this would ultimately be the starting point of that. And I do think that we are going to see a new regulatory body or agency technically that's going to be the ones that really bring in rules for crypto and ultimately regulate the space within the US. I quickly wanted to interrupt the video to let you guys know that until the end of this month, that's right, until the end of November, you now have the opportunity to get access to the premium side of the Discord for 50% off. And the best part is that you could also claim your 7-day free trial and cancel before you even get charged to make sure that this is the Discord for you. But don't listen to me. There's over 16 5-star reviews right now from individuals of the Discord that have incredible things to say about the Discord and what is offered in there as well. But outside of this, what really makes this Discord worth anything is the information that you get access to. And if we actually look at that, you get access to my portfolio, a full breakdown of my portfolio in terms of percentage allocated. You also get access to the chart request, which I will chart any chart that you guys request in the Discord. I also cater exit plans to anything that you guys want. And also, you get access to investment strategies within the space, including the universal exit strategy that you can apply to any altcoin, any investment around crypto as well. But also, there is a complete exit plan for every single individual project that you guys request, and there's probably over like 60 exit plans within the Discord that you get access to. And you also get access to deep dives. You get access to the weekly breakdown every single week, giving you guys a breakdown of what's happening around the market. You also get access to crypto gems. And last but not least, of course, the crypto Roth IRA that allows you to take advantage of the Roth IRA around crypto for tax advantages. So if you guys do want to go check this out, there's going to be a link down in the description below, as well as a discount code that you guys can input to claim your 50% off discount until the end of this month. What are you guys waiting for? Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Now, outside of this, we also saw Brian Brooks respond to a few things around him becoming, the new SEC chair. And we have whoever real Donald Trump appoints as SEC chair won't be starting from scratch. In his last administration, President Trump built the infrastructure for 2 all-time high cycles. Remember, 1, authorizing national banks to custody crypto assets seems simple, but SEC Gov requires qualified custodians for institutional crypto asset management. 2, providing clear guidance on bank deposits that back stablecoins. Stablecoins are a powerful tool to reinforce our global reserve currency status. Authorizing financial institutions to serve as validator nodes on blockchains on the theory that decentralized networks are no less legitimate than ATM networks, the SWIFT network, and other networks supported by banks. 4, chartering the first bank focused on custodian crypto assets. And then, of course, in short, the first Donald Trump administration move the needle on these issues. The next SEC Gov chair doesn't have to start from zero. He or she can build on the president's proven track record. And yeah, this is exactly what we need to see. We need to see a new SEC chair that is not going to, rip and replace or start from scratch, but ultimately build upon what we have already in place. I do believe that it's not going to be, a big deal for the next chair to really kind of start to push crypto forward because they already have the tools in place. All we need to see is pro innovation. And I think that that's exactly what we will see going forward as well. I think that this administration is already starting to push the pro crypto agenda forward. And I think that from here on out, I think that we're going to see some very, very big moves behind crypto, especially in the US. But also, we got the big news. And this is from Financial Times. The U.S. president-elect's social media copy, in which he has pledged to retain his 53% stake, is closing in on an all-share purchase of Bakkt, a cryptocurrency trading venue owned by Intercontinental Exchange. Guys, this is crazy. We are now starting to see Donald Trump, even through exposure, going all in on crypto. This should show you exactly where we are headed. And even over here, this is the full breakdown of it. It's about 1 minute and 38 seconds. Check this out.
Crypto news that's just breaking. Kate Rooney has that for us. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Mike. So we've got a couple of crypto headlines here. I'm going to start first with a report here from the Financial Times that Donald Trump's social media company is in advanced talks to buy Bakkt. That is a crypto trading venue owned by the Intercontinental Exchange. That's the New York Stock Exchange parent company. As Truth Social does look to expand beyond online conversations. Again, this is according to the FT. The media group here is owned by President-elect Donald Trump, and according to this report, is closing in on an all-share purchase of that crypto exchange. They're citing 2 people familiar with those talks. We've reached out to both companies, but you can see shares of Trump Media up more than 8%, and then Bakkt was up as much as 40%, but is now halted for volatility. And then separately, Wall Street Journal now reporting that President-elect Trump is meeting with the CEO of crypto exchange Coinbase. That is Brian Armstrong, the journal here citing people familiar with the matter. They are expected, according to this report, to discuss personal appointments to his second administration. Trump has been an avid backer of crypto. He's showed up at some of these crypto conferences and is, according to this report, talking to Brian Armstrong about the SEC commissioner in particular. Armstrong has backed publicly Hester Pierce as a potential SEC commissioner, Mike. But a couple headlines to bring you there. We don't see the shares of Coinbase moving on that, but anyway, back to you.
Well, we do have Bitcoin itself up close to $92,000, up a couple percent, Kate. Maybe on some of that as well.
And, I do want to mention that real quick around Coinbase, because we are going to put a spotlight on Coinbase, on the Coinbase case, because that is a big one. But first, I want to mention this, because this is actually from Ashish Birla, which is a board member at Ripple, previous employee at Ripple as well. Interesting that Bakkt lists several digital assets caught up in the regulatory crosshairs of the SEC. And yes, this is something that I have been paying attention to, because if you actually look at the 23 coins that Bakkt currently offers, which, by the way, it's only 23. You have a big list here, but look at that one name next to Solana, next to Polkadot. Ripple, aka XRP, right? I find it very interesting that we now have the new president. His social media copy is now looking at purchasing Bakkt. And majority of the holdings that they have are the ones that are in the crosshairs of the SEC. This is very interesting to me. I believe that a lot of these projects that are mentioned within this list, obviously, yes, there's some meme coins. There's a few, that are a little bit indifferent, but I personally believe that a lot of these projects are going to go on a massive rally. And I also believe that when it comes to XRP, the stage is already set. Ripple has been meeting with Trump. We know that. I believe that there is going to be a completely new dawn happening around crypto. very soon, and it is going to cause a lot of players in this space to be brought in, integrated, and a lot of the projects in terms of the coins, right? XRP, XLM, HBAR, etc. They are going to go on an absolute tear and make majority of the holders very wealthy. Now, also over here, talking about Coinbase. Justin, President-elect Donald Trump to meet with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. Guys, this is a very big deal. And the reason why is because Coinbase is still in the middle of a lawsuit with the SEC. And talking more so about that, let's go back to the beginning of November. This is Vice President JD Vance explaining how the SEC Chair Gary Gensler failed to regulate crypto. If there's a candidate for the worst person in the Biden admin, it's Gary Gensler. The war on crypto ends this January, starting with the dismissal of both Ripple XRP and the Coinbase case. And I do believe that we are going to see a very big dismissal or, just a complete shutdown of these cases. Check this out.
First person, in my view, at least in terms of my substantive disagreements, I'm sure he's like a nice guy, is Gary Gensler. Okay, so Gary Gensler is sort of the complete opposite of my view. And there are two problems that I have with Gary. One of which is that I think he wants to inject politics way too much into the actual business of securities in the United States of America. But in some ways, the more fundamental issue, or at least the most relevant issue for this particular conference is the approach that Gary has taken to regulating blockchain and crypto seems to be almost the exact opposite of what it should be. And I'm oversimplifying a little bit, but the question the SEC seems to ask in regulating crypto is this a token with utility? And if it's a token with utility, then they seem to want to ban it. And if it's a token without utility, they don't seem to care. I almost think we should be the opposite here, right? I worry about financialization. I worry about, frankly, whether a lot of the crypto stuff is fundamentally fake. But if a token actually has utility, that's the sort of thing that, by all means, regulate it. By all means, be careful about, how consumers interact with it. But you don't want to just get rid of this stuff. And here's where I really, really worry about this is a lot of the newest challengers to social media, the social media incumbents of 2024 are going to require some blockchain technology to make their business work. Maybe they'll require a token that supports verification. There are all of these ways in which the companies, when I talk to sort of friends who are still in the VC industry, the companies that are most exciting to them, they're doing actual things in communications in the 21st century, in 2024, I should say, those companies very often rely on high utility tokens to do things like verification. Well, if we're not making it possible to do verification, then we're going to make it really hard to challenge the existing incumbents in the space. And
yeah, listen, as we really look at this, the US has a massive opportunity in front of it, especially with a lot of these major US-based companies like Hedera, Ripple, Cardano. There's so many of them that are in this space right now that could be embraced. The US definitely has a massive head start. All we need to do is start to really push for pro-crypto innovation and also start to actually regulate the space. And I do believe that that's exactly what's about to happen. And with that, right, utility projects are set to go absolutely crazy, which does include, of course, XRP, HBAR, XLM, etc. And, as we really think about that, I think that these moves are just going to continue from here on out. Even if we go over here, right, Fox Business has confirmed that FDIC Gov Chair Gruenberg will step down from the agency January 19th, the day before Donald Trump's inauguration. The move comes after the FDIC released a report earlier this year investigating allegations of sexual harassment and a toxic work culture at the agency. He sent the following letter to colleagues today, and this is the full breakdown of it. And it's crazy. It's starting with a lot of these other agencies too. The FDIC, for an example. We are about to see, a complete realignment of these major bodies that can decide on regulations, to push regulations, and also accept crypto for what it is. Listen, this is a completely new asset class that is going to blossom into a $100 trillion asset class, in my opinion. The US cannot afford to continue to attack this industry from all fronts because this technology is not going to die. This technology is going to continue to grow substantially. You cannot stop something as big as crypto. This thing is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And, as we start to see all of these agencies like the FDIC, the SEC, the CFTC, a lot of them are starting to crumble right now because the entire day of the anti-crypto army and the anti-crypto agenda, those days are numbered. From here on out, we are going to see very substantial moves. And even over here, we also have Justin Trump to nominate Cantor Fitzgerald CEO, Howard Lutnick as Secretary of Commerce. Guys, he is a pro-crypto supporter, has ties back to Tether as well, with his firm managing USDT's U.S. Treasury reserves. So, we're starting to see the big moves already from this admin. And it's crazy because he's not even in the White House yet. I mean, this is just crazy to me. We have a very incredible year ahead of us. I cannot wait for 2025. I'm sure that you all see it as well. It's very clear to me. Guys, this market's about to erupt in a big way. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.